Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my detailed review of the Raxiom 21.5-inch double row LED light bar available for your 2009 to present F-150. The 21.5-inch light bar from Raxiom is going to be a great option for truck owners out there looking for an affordable yet well-built solution that's going to give you some options when it comes to mounting due to its very small size. Now this is also going to be a great option for any truck owner out there looking for some additional auxiliary lighting, whether on the trails, on the beach, or on the work site, where the factory headlights tend to fall a little short. So Raxiom is a company that's known for producing some killer lighting and electronics for a wide variety of applications, all backed by a very solid warranty, and the best part is they're not going to blow apart your budget in the process. Now in fact, all of Raxiom's light bar options here on the site do carry the industry-leading lifetime warranty. So again, if you're hard on your truck, if it spends a lot of time off-road or on the work site, this should definitely be appealing to you. The Raxiom 21.5-inch option is a small but mighty option that's going to throw a bunch of light, not just straight ahead but also to the sides, and that's due to the combination of both spot and flood lighting that this light bar does encompass. The center section here is going to feature 30-degree spotlights. Now what this is going to do is throw a ton of light straight ahead of you, lighting up the darkest trails. The ends here do feature the 60-degree flood lighting, which again is going to just increase your overall light output and throw a bunch of light in the process. Now the source of all this light comes courtesy of the 2 rows of 20 high-intensity Cree LEDs, obviously making for 40 altogether, putting out a pretty solid 7,200 lumens at 6,000 K color temperature. Now that 6,000 color temperature is going to be a super bright white, guys, with just a small amount of blue, really increasing your visibility. I do also want to point out that those Cree LEDs are some of the highest quality diodes available in the market and are rated at 30,000 hour lifespan. One of the best things about running an LED is the power draw, or basically lack thereof. These things are only going to be pulling roughly 8 amps at 12 volts or 4 amps at 24 volts, so you're not going to have to worry about them taxing your charging system like a halogen or HID light, for instance, even if you're running a couple of them at one time. Now guys, one thing I really do enjoy about the Raxiom here is the overall build quality. In fact, this thing's been given an IP, or ingress protection rating, of 6 for solids, the highest available, and a 7 for liquids, which is the second highest available, and basically allows this thing to be immersed in up to 1 meter of water at any given time. However, I don't recommend you make a habit of that. Now, LEDs are a very durable light, and they're awesome because of that. However, they do have one big enemy: moisture. Moisture, condensation, whatever, will kill an LED very fast. So to be able to get that kind of protection from a light that's going to be roughly a fraction of the cost of some of your bigger options here on the site, more expensive options, is pretty solid overall. Diving a little deeper into that construction, guys, here's what you're going to find: a very durable aluminum die-cast housing with a polycarbonate lens. Now that housing has been powder coated with a textured black finish. That's just going to help reduce any corrosion over the years on your rig. Now to get that superior waterproof rating of the IP67, you have to imagine these things are sealed off pretty good, and that's definitely the case here at the Raxiom. Those Cree LEDs have been sealed off completely behind that polycarbonate lens, so again, preventing any water, mud, dirt, condensation, anything like that from entering into the housing itself. But again, if you do ever encounter a problem, Raxiom has your back with their industry-leading lifetime warranty. As for the price, guys, well, you are getting the 21.5-inch option here from Raxiom for just north of 200 bucks, which is completely awesome. Sure, it's not a rigid, but again, you're getting a ton of features in this thing. It's a very durable light, and again, it is backed by that lifetime warranty. Now, I might be telling you something you already know here, guys, but obviously don't use this thing while on the road, as the amount of light this thing is going to throw will obviously blind oncoming traffic. So when using your auxiliary lighting from Raxiom, just be smart, use your head, and be mindful of other drivers on the road. As for the install here, guys, well, my one small nitpick with the Raxiom option is the wiring harness. This is all they're really giving you. I will say that there's a $20 harness option available on the product page that's going to make getting this thing wired up a heck of a lot easier, especially if you don't have a ton of experience with wiring. On the other hand, if you do have some knowledge of wiring, you have some basic components laying around, basically a relay and a switch, then you should be able to make your own harness for this thing on the cheap. Now Raxiom does include these 2 little feet here, guys, that help you mount this thing to your rig, in addition to changing the angle of the light itself. But take my advice, go ahead and buy a more solid bracket overall. It's just going to give you more options when it does come time to mounting this thing. It's going to do so solidly, and it's going to help keep the drilling to an absolute minimum. Now there is some small amount of wiring going on here, guys, but again, if you do buy that pre-made harness from Raxiom on the site, it will make your life a whole lot easier. I'm going to call this one 2 out of 3 wrenches on my overall difficulty meter. Not everyone's a fan of doing wiring, but again, this is very, very basic stuff here, guys. Power and ground install, along with finding a home for that switch inside your cab. So just make sure you have your soldering iron on hand or crimps ready to go. We call it an hour on the site here, but with mounting the light, wiring everything in, I wouldn't be surprised if it stretches a little longer. The 21.5-inch bar from Raxiom is a solid option, guys, and here's why. The construction and quality of materials is going to be equal to what you might find on a bar nearly double the price. Now sure, you might have to come out of pocket a little bit for the extra mounting hardware and the extra wiring, but overall you're still getting a bargain, and it's all backed by a lifetime warranty. So be sure to check out more Raxiom options for your F-150 right here at AmericanMuscle.com.